Bird of Prey 5. El Karuga.
Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird o' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Bird o' Prey 5 Qapla, and technically this is the Bird o' Prey 5 X channel. Today we are doing the Twilight Zone for Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. We're watching season 3, episodes 16, 17, and 18. Originally airing January 7th, 14th, and 21st of 1989. Welcome to the panel, Resolute Germ and Mr. Londell of Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies. Qapla, guys.
Qapla.
Qapla.
Apologies for the last minute change of venue. My Picard 5 nitpicks video I uploaded last night actually got a surprising number of views, and I didn't want to disturb it. So let it stay where it is. I will do the Twilight Zone on the X channel today.
Okay.
It's still on. I added it to the playlist. So if you do watch Twilight Zone via the Twilight Zone playlist on the Bird o' Prey 5 channel, you will still get this video. So it really won't be an issue for people watching it after the fact. But for those watching live, and I put out on Twitter that it was going to be moved to the X channel. So people should know. Captain Fandom Nerd was the first person other than myself to say hello, Captain. 47 Yorktown says bonjour all, bonjour 47. Josh Street says, why is it over on the Bird o' Prey 5 Triple X channel? He says, since you're over on the Bird o' Prey 5 Triple X channel, I take it these episodes are rated MA. That must be the reason. Yvette says, good evening, Bird, and everyone. Good evening to the lovely Yvette. Resolute Germ says, hello again, Resolute. And 47 says, hello, young Sir X. Thank you, 47. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, son of a bitch, you went live early. Only a minute early, Gorilla. Actually, 2 minutes. but since I have a 2.5-minute countdown, it kind of cancels out. Gorilla says, I'll try and watch. Hopefully the Karogan streaming service doesn't drain my phone too much. I hope not, Gorilla. I appreciate every view we can get. John Street says, Bird, does everyone remember you still have the Birdo Prey 5 XXX channel? I hope so, Josh Street. 388 people are subscribed to it. I'd like to think they're the 388 most watched, most active people from the regular channel. I know it's not, but I'd like to think. John Street says, is Birdo Prey 5X? Is it Birdo Prey 5X or is it O Prey quadruple X? Quintuple X? No, it is just Birdo Prey 5X. Arabic Saunders says Qapla Birdo Prey, Qapla Arabic. Gorilla's Random Thought says, I have everything timed. I missed the people. Oh, I'm sorry, Gorilla. I'm sorry. Josh Reed says, why is Bird early on his XXX channel, but always late on his normal channel? You can figure that out, Josh Street. John DeMarco says, greetings, all greetings, John. And Gorilla says, good thing Pickles and Yvette told me, or else I would not have known. Oh, I'm sorry, Gorilla. Well, I guess, I should have posted, not that you would have gotten notice, but I could have posted on my YouTube community section that it was over here. But I would think anybody who was really interested would have seen my Twitter and or asked me about it. And
you should be signed up for both channels and getting notifications both ways.
Exactly.
I didn't notice it was on 5X until you mentioned it. It comes up that you are ready, and then I just open a tab and get ready.
Excellent. And to be completely honest, Ms. Lundell, you were the one person I was going to message if they didn't show up. I said, well, Mr. Lundell might not have realized he wasn't subscribed or something, but you did show up. So
I'm sub to both because you do content on both, so
I do. It's been a while though since I've done the X channel, so I was happy to see it. People still subscribe. People still seem to get notification. So anyway, we've got 3 episodes for today. We are continuing season 3, the final season of Twilight Zone from the 1980s. We have episode 16, The Cold Equations. It's about a cargo pilot flying a spaceship who finds a stowaway. Then we have episode 17, Stranger in Possum Meadows. A young boy meets an alien collecting specimens to bring back to his planet. And then episode 18, Streets of Shadows, where a homeless man breaking into a house switches bodies with the house's owner. So 2 space alien sci-fis and a body switch. I think that's a pretty good let's put it this way. From the summary of the episodes, they seem like they're going to be pretty decent episodes. We'll see how they actually turn out. But I think as summaries go, those are pretty decent episode summaries. As always, guys, head over to the Birdo Prey 5 screening room. That's at birdoprey5.com/SR. You'll be able to watch the 3 episodes we're going to watch today if you're watching us live. If you're watching this later after the fact, then you're going to have to get a copy of the episodes somewhere else. I'm not sure who might be streaming them these days. But if you're out of the United States, it might be possible. Otherwise, you'll need a DVD or whatever to watch the home media. So, Cody Guy's here. Qapla, Cody Guy. Words and Pictures is here too. Hello, Words and Pictures. LDG at hashtag Free the Net is here. Says, hey guys, welcome LDG. And Words and Pictures says he just made it. He had Bluetooth troubles. Well, I'm glad you made it. John Street says, Bird, I don't use Twitter, so if it didn't pop up in my notification, I would have missed out on Bird sleeping through the episodes. Okay, well, I will also try to remember to, in the future, if we change a venue, to put a post in the YouTube community section on the Bird of Prey 5 channel that I know YouTube does not really advertise posts there all that often, but at least it would be some chance for people who don't watch or don't have Twitter. But anyway, let's go ahead and we'll get started for today. We're going to head over to the screening room. We'll count down and we will begin in a few seconds. Okay. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dun dun. We have started. The window closed. The orb, the fetus, the lightning, the spider, the carousel horse, the doll, the mask, the face, the bomb, the window again, the man, the skull, the Twilight Zone in stereo, where available. The cold equations. The Oregon Trail. Unauthorized payload. Is that a mass eraser gun? Because if it doesn't erase mass, it's not going to help much. I mean, how long has he been flying that only now? It's a hot chick, no doubt. Yep. Linguistics Academy. Lady, you can't argue with physics. We're both going to die. But I'm going to die happy. Means things are not looking good, lady.
You're screwed. I've read this short story, and I'm not going to spoil it.
Well, I figured since he's a man, he'll probably end up dying, letting her live.
So is he claiming that he can get there from another star system faster than someone on another continent?
No, pay attention.
You kind of did.
I'm seeing some great scientific loopholes in this. None of this sort of computes.
It's a nice planet we'll leave you on.
It's bad math.
It's the power of math, people. Okay. Now, if you take off all your clothes and I take off all my clothes, maybe, just maybe. Also, you're going to have to sit on my lap. Looks like a very heavy blouse you're wearing. Yep, there it is. It starts coming off. She's a smart cookie. Today's not your day. He's on Seoul Standard Time. It was kind of her fault. Pretty much. I mean, it's certainly not anyone else's fault. You can cry away 24 kilograms. LDG says, this is so unbelievable. It's completely believable.
They're getting a crap ton of details wrong.
Why are you sorry? You're just flirting with her.
And so he pushes her out the freaking airlock.
There needs to be some other swerve to this. This is too basic.
Nope, it's the cold hard equations. She has to die. She's the Edith Keeler of this episode, except not as smart. You sure you don't want to try taking off your clothes? John DeMarco says, I suppose you could say the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. And LDG just says, boo.
No,
that was pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Not really. They're making a non-issue out of a complete non-issue. If they
What do you mean?
What do you mean? If they put 2 minutes of thought, he has artificial gravity. Mass is no longer part of the equation.
Do you realize when that story was written?
At least 70s, 60s, probably. The original one.
I think it's older than that.
I'm sure the artificial gravity was just because it was easier to film than zero gravity. Regardless of the gravity situation, I think the story is solid enough.
Yeah.
That there's conceivably, space missions in the future.
Dozens of things he can do to make it a non-issue. He can adjust his angle by a couple of degrees. He can turn off the power consumption by a little bit.
Did you listen to what he was saying? There's nothing they could do.
Yeah, but they basically
it's meant to go there and come back. Period, with a certain amount of mass. If it's over, it will not make it. They were over.
Yeah, but that's
with the numbers.
It's a BS reasoning, though.
The title, cold equations.
Yeah, but it's like
tell you what you can and can't do, and you cannot fudge.
But you're still defending the equation saying 2 + 2 = 5 when it doesn't equal 5. The basic equation was fundamentally flawed.
No, it's not that the equation is flawed.
At least their presentation of it was very flawed.
An inconceivably small safety margin.
Yeah,
is the issue. We would never expect a safety margin so slim that 100 extra pounds.
That slim doesn't exist.
I think it could. I just don't think we would realistically see it.
That's something I would like to. I'd like to talk over with a physicist. The mass and all of that, since in that situation.
I mean, that guy flying clearly wasn't the thinnest man around.
Yeah, at those margins, a 6'2" guy and a 5'8" guy completely screws up any of that math.
Well, if they had already adjusted it to his specific weight, it's plausible.
Yeah.
But that would demand who's going up. What if the first string guy had to cancel at the last minute? You gonna cancel a life-saving trip?
I'm just saying, I could see a company so trying to get its profits that it does save fuel based on the weight of the pilot.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything about that. That was an emergency run. That was an emergency run with medicine that he was
so that's
making.
government.
It didn't have anything to do with corporate profits or something like that.
LDG says we could have chopped off her legs just to get to the 50 pounds.
Okay. Get ready, Yvette. We're going to discuss this in
There was a very limited
later.
time, and I don't think he had the medical knowledge to amputate 2 legs, let alone the equipment. Words and pictures says the acting and direction were good, though it was a well-delivered episode.
Yeah.
I was okay with it. I was pretty happy with it. I'm an alien.
This guy looks very familiar.
Dallas.
Oh, yeah. This is a little before my time.
Ah, frogs, ribbit. On this planet, is the weather usually like this? You should meet my mom. He can be my new daddy.
Oh boy, trailer park, genius. Country music on the AM radio. Nice people.
Just the two of you say. Biff. Words and pictures. Oh, Vile Mike is here. Hey, Vile, says howdy, folks. Words and Pictures says we are treated to an excellent version of interrelationships between boy, alien, and mother. Recently watching Day the Earth Stood Still. Though he's not sure this alien is benign. Well, I'm a scout from my alien race.
No, it's the title.
Viles is just dropping by to say howdy. Hope you're all enjoying some prime Twilight Zone. I'll be taking your mom from my zoo, Danny. Danny, your mom is a whore. I guess.
Well, if you knew who his father was.
Stupid kid, she needs those batteries.
Yeah.
If you see a white panel van, kid, run.
Cody guy says, nope, not creepy at all. Do you mean Nambla? Random Menace is what a creep. It's not a creep. He just needs some specimens for his zoo. She doesn't even go in the house. Wow, where did the blood come from? How do you know Biff is missing? You come here. Scout's going to make it all better. Biff.
Ooh.
He's a changeling. Oh, I bet he returns the kid and takes a kid from a third world country instead. A happy ending.
If not a little predictable.
So he'll just take a child who won't be missed.
I'm sure you can find one on sale for a nice price.
Yeah.
I I guess that episode was okay. Not as thought provoking as the first one.
No.
Well, we changed it. Not as thought provoking as the first one should have been.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but still, I don't know.
Oh.
I thought the alien was kind of sorry.
LD Jesus hope he has enough fuel to make it back.
He does.
Or to take one back. Carlo Albanese Qapla says, hi, hope everyone is as well as can be. And LDG says, what he's having for dinner is more thought-provoking than the first one.
Figures he'd say that, yeah.
Hail, Karoga. So this is Street of Shadows. At a homeless man switching places with a homeowner.
Sounds like an Eddie Murphy movie.
This is question. What's happened to the special emojis? Carla, we're on the Birdo Prey 5X channel today, so I didn't think about it. But if you're a channel member, you're not a channel member of this channel. You're a channel member of Birdo Prey 5 channel. Sorry. No frills today. No super chats either. Yes. LDG says good news is you got another 100+ views on your nitpicks. Thank you. Carlo Albanese says Sunday. Fertile Prey 5 might eat the out-of-date spam. Mamo Prey save for us. What's it say? No touching? No fighting? About 1 in 10. Sleep well, security. Carlos says he's still got special emojis. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen those before.
Don't do it. No, too late.
It's not going to be a problem. Rich douche like that doesn't even own a gun.
Don't be shocked if he does. Rich douches
He might have security.
Yeah, but
security owns guns. That guy wouldn't know how to shoot a gun if his life depended on it.
all I'm saying is don't be surprised if they do. They look at laws as for other people. Gun. Oh, surprising.
So is one on maybe 150?
No, you see it. They
that
don't have
actually.
them. You lost.
The odds were in my favor, though.
Now you've ruined the carpet.
Oh boy.
Mercy Hospital, that's in the Mission District, says John DeMarco. Absolutely. Maybe you want to pick up that money. Hello, Deej.
Deej.
I mean, all that money is still in the room.
That's only a few $100. He won't miss it.
Deej says this is the X channel. Where is the boobs? You missed the earlier ones, Deej.
Look, can't blame the guy for shooting him. He broke in his house. Okay? First off.
Totally unbelievable that that's the late 80s. He was there more than 8 seconds. They would have stripped that car bare. Him too.
Deej says, good news. Only 8 subs away from 800 now. Awesome, Deej.
Congratulations, Deej. You'll hit that in no time. The hell of a tax deduction.
Jedi Bill says Western Cinema presents The Shadow Riders with a link. Oh, Daddy woke up. And somebody bought the shelter. And they're going to be okay.
Well, as okay as you can be in that situation.
A crazy guy threw a bunch of money at me. And now we get the nicest room in the shelter. That was kind of an easy, that one, though. I mean, he breaks into some guy's house, steals money, or attempts to steal money, assaults the man, then gets to take over his bank account, uses his bank account to solve all his problems, and then goes back into his own body.
No, it's liberal wet dream.
With no repercussion, no bad repercussions whatsoever. For
Billy will set off
choices.
a metal detector every time he walks through now. They're not taking that bullet out.
And LDG says that was the best out of the three today.
No,
I don't know.
No, it was not.
I think the first one was the best.
No, the third one was easily over the other two. None of them were real great, but at least it was coherent.
Yvette says, thank you, Bird. You're welcome, Yvette. Gorilla says, so all I need to do is break in someone's house and shoot them for the break I need. Well, you're not really supposed to shoot them. You're supposed to get shot. You are supposed to assault them, though. Throw a bottle or something at them to cause them to shoot you. Yvette says, congratulations to Deej. Absolutely. Gorilla says, hopefully Mr. Scout had some lube. Oh, God. Had some lube for that boy in the second episode. That's the best one, says Cody Guy. No, I would say 1, 3, 2. That would be my best to worst for today, but obviously.
Yeah, okay, I'll agree with you on that. Yeah.
Obviously,
even though nobody, I don't think anybody got the first one.
No, I got it. They just made too many errors.
I thought I got it. I mean, after I realized that he couldn't do it himself, but they addressed it.
Yeah.
That he nobody could land except him. So it wasn't an option of giving up his life.
It was about the numbers, period. Look at the title, The Cold Equations.
Yeah.
They tried everything to beat those numbers, but they couldn't.
If they would have not just spat out random numbers and said, oh, yeah, this is how it has to happen, it would have made a little bit more sense.
They could have tried a little harder if they'd taken their clothes off.
That would have helped too.
Couple extra pounds.
No.
You never. Computer might be like, well, you're close enough.
I guess. I don't know.
LDG says that ship should have already checked the weight before liftoff. That is true.
Yeah.
That is.
If their margins are that close that it never reaches liftoff.
Yeah. And where the picture says airlocking the gal, Prince and the Pauper, alien zoologist for me. Oh, good. Gotcha. So 1, 3, 2. Yeah, that's my order as well. Picard plot garbage, says IPG. I wouldn't go that far.
What's Picard got to do with this?
He just thinks it's as bad as Star Trek Picard.
Yeah. Well, see, LDG's
not quite
problem,
that bad.
LDG's problem is he hasn't read a lot of sci-fi. See? He comes from that generation where sci-fi started with Star Wars, and then somebody came up with Star Trek.
I'm sure the written one made a lot more sense than the one they had on this.
Yeah, it was I want to say it was not quite a novella, but yeah, but it was one of those stories that it won like a Hugo Nebula or something. It was I used to get these compilations of sci-fi shorts. It would be like a 3-inch thick paperback or more. All of award-winning sci-fi novellas and short stories, and that was in one of them.
I think I remember those.
Oh yeah.
I read a lot of those in high school.
Anywho, back to you, Mr. Bird.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Tomorrow it's back to Bed Life, should be on the regular channel at the usual time, 4 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll be Enterprise on Wednesday. We'll start season 2 with the second part of Shockwave. And yeah, and another Picard on Thursday, and we'll see from there. Resolute, anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, it's great being here, even though the stories are slowly taking a downward spiral. It seems like this latter half of the season they weren't caring as much, but it's worth it just being here watching it with everybody. And next week I'll have a couple of Easter specials on Saturday morning cartoons. Yogi the Easter Bear and the Hanna-Barbera The Greatest Stories of the Bible, the Easter Story.
Very cool. Thank you. Mr. Lundell, what you got going on?
Oh, the groovy movies for the week are up. Monday through Friday they're up and ready. Just check your local listings. If you join my channel, click the bell, and you'll know if you have the time to watch them as they premiere. Saturday, Cinema Saturday. I have to get that ready, and the movie will be The Island of Dr. Moreau. This is the 70s version with Burt Lancaster as Dr. Moreau, not that Val Kilmer travesty.
Thank God. Val Kilmer is movie cancer.
Not really. He just got arrogant. But as always, Twilight Zone Sundays are fun. I don't know what we're going to do when this runs out.
LDG says $15 super chat. Kissing the axe. Thanks for the show, Bird. Of course, there is no super chats on the Bird will Pray 5X channel, and it's difficult to play anything with StreamYard, although I might be able to play. I don't know if I set it up. I honestly don't know if I set it up for this brand or not. Okay, I think we do. So regardless, even though we're not getting a $15 super chat, I will end with a kissing the axe. Deej says 1 billion super chat. Play tennis balls for LDG. I wish I could. Gorilla says tonight we are watching a documentary tonight on the mayor of Chicago. Oops, wrong. It's Beetlejuice. And LDG is using his imagination. It's okay.
Oh my God, that's a dangerous thing.
It is. It is dangerous. So thank you all for hanging out, and check out LDG, and some of us hang out at the backstage at freethenet.org/underground. freethenet.org/underground. And Deej says Jackbox tonight also with Chris and I. So Deej, I don't know if it'll be on Deej's channel or Chris Knight's channel, but Jackbox tonight. Check that out. And we will part with some lovely kissing dacks.